Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Bill with Competition Cars, and now we're coming back to you with a full exterior review on this 1976 Cadillac Eldorado fuel-injected car with 296 miles on it. This is a consignment car. This is a no-reserve car. This car will sell to the highest bidder, whatever that number may be. So right now, we're going to just go around the outside of the car so you guys can see how nice it looks. Then my job will be to go around the car a second time to pick out any nicks, chips, or flaws. It's a beautiful car. It's a gorgeous car. It's an impeccable car. It is, however, not without complete flaw. There's a touch up here or there. It's a little spot of grease. We just adjusted the strikers too. If you look in some of the pictures, the strikers were off a little bit, so the doors weren't quite as tight as they should have been. So we rectified that. So check that out. That's good to go. Has a beautiful straight body. Has beautiful bright work on it. The bumper fillers have been redone. And much like any other Cadillac that's had bumper fillers done, unless you blend into the quarters, which thank God the original owners did not do that, it's hard to get an exact match. So you're gonna see a little variation in the color of the bumper fillers with the rest of the paint. I will get you guys some paint meter readings on this car to confirm that what we believe to be all original paint. Just a gorgeous, stunning car. One of my favorite color combinations, sitting on fairly new tires. It has had a fresh service. This is not a car that's been resurrected from the dead. It has been recently serviced and gone through. So now let's walk around the car and let's see if we can find any nicks or picks or flaws. So I can tell you already that I touched up a few little spots on the car, and I'm gonna go back and try to find them. You have an original pinstripe here that's getting a little thin in that one spot. We did do a paint correction, as I said. Looks great. There's a little touched up chip there. Very minimal. Another small chip there that was touched. The very edge of this nose has been touched. Now, and these are things, guys, that if I don't point them out, I'm not so sure you're gonna find them. But when I paint correct a car and I'm on every inch of the car, not only am I trying to do a good job to completely get the car standing tall, but I'm looking for nicks or chips or anything that needs attention, okay? Laser straight body. Every Eldorado, for some reason, has had some kind of little chip here. We've touched it up. It's, again, not noticeable, but full disclosure. And there's also one thing, I believe this to be original paint, but there's a little bit of almost like clouding here and here. And I'm almost wondering, just from the factory over time, maybe from the car being buffed and polished, some of that got caused by, not by me, I'm very careful, but maybe like from a previous paint or buffing, but you can see a little bit of cloudiness there. Not crazy, and outside it's not visible, but under the fluorescent light it picks it up. You can see that little section is kind of cloudy, fluttery looking, but I don't believe it's been painted but like I said, we're gonna put the paint meter on it to confirm all that. Let's see, where else did I touch up? There's a ding on the very bottom down low. I got my dent guy coming next week on Monday. It's a little ding right there in the corner. It's very right there. I believe we can make it look 90% better. So we'll come back and do a close-up of that. There was a couple of spots here, very small areas where the paint had light chipping right there. So small, but we touched it up. Parade boot, some touch-ups on the parade boot. These get kind of banged up because what happens is people put them in the trunks, they don't cover them properly. We have a cover for this one. So a couple of chips that got touched up on the parade boot, nothing crazy. Actually a little chip there that I can probably go back and touch. Again, we talked about the body fillers, laser straight body. There was a touch up here I did, and a touch up here that I did. You'll have photographs, hundreds of photographs to look at. Very nice, very clear chrome, some light micro scratching, which you'd expect. And it looks like someone may have repainted this center gas piece, and there's a little bit of a bubble right there. Very minimal. You step back and it pretty much, you don't see it. All right, there was another spot over here when the car came in that we went and touched up right here. It's actually like a little stain with a tiny chip at the bottom of it. Again, if you stand back and look, I mean, it doesn't jump out at you, but again, I'm all about full disclosure. One of my things you'll hear me say in my videos is I want every one of these cars to meet or exceed your expectations. Another small chip there. So I want these cars to meet or exceed your expectations. So It's up to me to go around like we're doing now and just kind of being super nitpicky and trying to find out anything we can about, you know, nicks or chips or touch-ups. But just look at the car. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like a brand stinking new car. But again, it is, you know, it's almost 50-something euro car. So there's going to be some wear and tear. Obviously, it's been driven 296 miles. That is the right miles. I think a year and a half ago, prior to my client picking this car up, it only had 77 miles. So somebody put 200 miles on it in the last year or two. And I don't believe it was my client. All the bright work around the headlight area and the grille and the side bumper panels, everything looks just so stunning on this car. So let's wrap this up. We'll open the trunk, open the hood, and open the doors and go over the interior next. You'll see this on YouTube first. The car has been submitted to bring a trailer already. This is a no reserve auction. The high bidder is going to win this car. So do not bid unless you plan on paying for it. You're going to be the next lucky owner of this very rare fuel-injected 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible with fuel injection. And I got a little surprise for you in the next video. So stay tuned and check it out. Thanks.